So first I want to start by saying Kalalal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, Double honors to the apostles and elders of James Grimmel Stone. Salutation to you, Akim, out there, preaching the truth and sincerity, Upolek, Shalom. This is the brother Kanan from James to make it a quick listen. I'm going to try to make it as quick as possible. And, as I see on screen, it says, half the world's women have a backup man, study shows. And basically the article is saying that a lot of females basically keeps a friend or a person that they call best friend or close friend or just someone that likes them or wants them. They just have this person as a so-called friend or a backup plan B, just in case their relationship fails. Some of them just have a side one straight up, you know what I mean? And it always goes back to show you that basically even if these females are not acting on it as yet, the intention is adulterous, and it makes them just like that, because it first have to conceive in the mind. You have to either have an adulterous mind before you even reach that point, you know what I mean? And the Bible says if you even lust, look at another man, woman, and lust, you already commit adultery, you know what I mean? And that's in Matthew, you know what I mean? So that shows you we are living in an adulterous generation where being promiscuous and being wild and out is the norm, and it should not be like that. You know what I mean? The value of what a woman should be is now low. You know what I mean? And that's how society is today. So we're currently basically dating females that are not actually wives per se, but again, that's a part of the curse. You know what I mean? As it says in Isaiah, take your wife of whoredom. So basically, the truth, and in fact, is we are basically dating whores. All right, but it says half the world's women have a backup man. So this is the thing. Half of the world women, have a backup man. Pre the ones that are lesbian, or we know that this is not a statistics to say every woman them test of the world will come to this conclusion. We know them use a sample, so it could be a lot worse than this, and I think it's a lot worse than this because according to the Bible we believe it's worse, and I mean, but according to their studies, this is what they found, that females basically always have this insecurity that you are going to be there with them, that somehow you are something are getting messed up, and them are gonna actually need for, they don't trust men basically overall, and they don't deal with us in that manner, like have that respect, or this is it. Yeah, so I'm gonna pull a few scriptures, you know what I mean? So that says, this is Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 26. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bonds. Whoso pleaseth Yahweh shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. Behold, this have I found, said the preacher, counting one by one to find out the account. So they might do a research also, which yet my soul seeketh, and the preacher did one by one. Not like this article here, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found. So after every 1,000 men, he found a man that he could say, yes, this is a good man. Alright? But a woman among all those have I not found. So all in counting, they never find a good man. That's what he's saying basically. So according to the Bible, that is the fact. That is the true number. You know what I mean? And then again, if you were to look at, iniquity, what is iniquity? You know what I mean? Committing sin, adultery, being a lesbian, you know what I mean? All these things, those are sin, you know what I mean? And why do you think females are getting put to death? Because the wages of sin is death, you know what I mean? Because females are, when it comes to these type of things, they are very much more, they are guilty. Not, I won't say more, they are guilty in these things. So men getting judgment, why do you think they should not be judged like men also? You know what I mean? Men die when they commit certain things, or continue doing certain things. Why do you think females should not be punished or face the consequences? They are not special, or not are above God judgment. Everybody get faced God judgment. So when God decides to take someone out, why there's an uproar and a backlash when we have these type of stats? When we have stats for the amount of jackets that are basically given to men by females is crazy. All these numbers are adding up. They are more lesbian than man to man. There are more females to women than man to man, and society give them that leeway to do that because even though it's frowned upon, it's not frowned upon like how them frowned upon men to men. And I'm saying both are the same. It is homosexuality, same sex. You know what I mean? And the most I despise that. But again, society gives female leverage or give females advantage to do these things without that scorn that they provide to other people, because again, women are beyond judgment to society. You know what I mean? So let me just read some scriptures real quick. I don't want to make the video long, so if it's going through it fast, that's the reason why. Alright, I'm just currently working and on a break and just decided to do a quick lesson. Alright, so this is Amos 7 and verse 17. It says, therefore thus said the Lord, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city. Right, what is an harlot? A whore. And thy sons and daughters shall fall by the sword, and thy land shall be divided by line, and thou shalt die in a polluted land, and Israel shall surely go into captivity for fourth of this land, So this is what is happening to us. We are now basically accepting whorish mentality, harlot mentality, as calling, oh, this is our female or wife or whatever. You know what I mean? And we are now in captivity in the land that we know not, in Jamaica, in the Caribbean, in the West Indies, in the land outside of Israel. You know what I mean? And these are testament to that we've sinned. You know what I mean? So it just told us do a quick listen to the point. I'm gonna read the article also. Let me just run through it quick. Alright, so bear with me here. Again, I have a few, about 4 minutes or something like that. So let me just see if I can wrap it up real quick in this time period. Again, forgive me for rushing it. This is Simone Morgan Lindo. This is the Jamaica Star, where the article came from, and this was dated 2019. You know what I mean? So let's read it. It says, some men have to look over their shoulders because their partners may have a close friend who could easily replace them. Right, we know this, we speak about this all the time. This is just basically somebody is coming up with studies to say this. We have seen these things, alright? According to a Daily Mail article, a survey conducted by OnePoll.com suggested that 50% of the world's women have a fallback man in case they end up single. So they have a plan B. The article also stated that married women are more likely to have a plan B than women in other relationships. Alright? And you're going I'm not going to go into that, right? Because I want to play something else. So you can check that out. Alright? So let's look at this. Alright? It says, this is the next thing. It says if you have a key that can open any lock, then you have a magical key. Alright? So if you have a key that can open any lock, you have a magical key. If you have a lock that can be opened by any key, then you have a shitty lock. Alright? So the lock is worthless because anybody can open it. It's the same for a female. If a female can be if any male can basically take a female, then she's basically worthless or she's a shitty lock. But if a man can get any female, that man is basically of high value. Now let me just play something real quick here. Alright.
First, let me make this clear for anyone watching this. Let's say I meet a girl I really like, yeah. I'm not saying the first thing I'm gonna do is run out and cheat on her. I'm not saying that. I'm not even saying I can't be faithful, because I could. I'm just trying to explain the difference to you in the realities of the world. Female promiscuity has always, since the dawn of human time, across every culture that's ever existed, from China to the Aztecs, been frowned upon. Every single culture since the dawn of human time has mocked women who are promiscuous. If you were a hoe, you were laughed at. In most cultures, if you weren't a virgin, you couldn't get married. To this day, in half of the world, if you're not a virgin, you can't get married. Female promiscuity across every culture since the dawn of human time has been seen as a negative. That is not a coincidence. It's because females are designed to meet a man, get pregnant, fall in love with said man. If you keep sleeping with X dude, popping Plan Bs, taking the morning after pill, and removing the stigma, this is the big point.
Right, women always have a plan B. Always have a plan B, yo. Them do the pill, plan B. You know what I mean? Female is not supposed to be that these friendly type of thing. A friend should be a brother. You know what I mean? And a female having whatever should be other females that she keeps company with. Having male counterparts as friends is not a good thing. Bible says sit not with another man's wife. You know what I mean? Unless you fall for the things that are in him, in her. Sorry, right? So a female, you should not be even sitting down with a next man woman, because next thing you know you end up like the person and then some crazy shit happen. Then you're basically in fault or at fault with what took place. So it's just reality, yo. But again, people don't like to accept these things because they want to give female liberty to do all kind of stupid shit. You know what I mean? Right? They want to give females liberty to do all type of stupid shit, and that's why the world is basically what it is now. You know what I mean? Oh, the person, you know the person like you, but because you want the companionship and you want the talk, you deny yourself that, oh, this person really wants you, and you just give my friend, oh, my friends on the person. Then the next thing you know, some shit happen along the line, right? Which is what the article is saying, right?
For a female in the beginning of her sexual process, there's a stigma associated with sleeping with a new man. If you sleep with enough of them, you remove the stigma, and now it's like, oh, I'll just fuck this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. That cheapens you. It doesn't matter if a man slept with 20 girls or 200 girls. He is still the man. If a woman slept with 200 men, she is worth less. This is the basis of the game. No man is going to marry a woman that 200 men slammed and threw to the street. So when the problem with the Western world, and it's the Western world as a whole, but it's especially America, women think they have some kind of power. Oh, well, I'll go sleep with a guy. You didn't fuck a guy. The guy fucked you.
Right, so that's how it is, yo. That is exactly how it is. And people try to not face reality and try to, you know, create them fantasy and them crazy world. Because America's create this pollution that you're seeing here. They want you to go off. They want you to sin against the Heavenly Father, because that's their agenda, to be adversary and to point fingers at you, that you see that these persons are messing up. You know what I mean? It is not healthy, it is not clean, and this is why you have a lot of diseases going around, because of all these promiscuous activities that are taking place. You know what I mean? It's nothing good from it. There's nothing good from it. There's nothing good with you having a household with 5 different children, and all child or children has a different father. And then the man that is basically taking care of them is not the father of any of these children. That's not good. Nothing in that is good, yo. But some old people try to put this out there, oh, praise it or make you look like, oh, at least you're a good person, can you do that? You're not you're being a simpleton. You know what I mean? You're accepting bullshit. Alright? So with that, that's gonna wrap the video up. Again, Kalalal Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles and those of James Stone Salakia. Tiakim out there, Shalom.